Picks up that momentum. Big guy to bring down.
Again, quick tempo, and picked off at the 1-yard line. That is Watson out in front. Snead to protect him as well. All the way for the touchdown. Unreal.
Thursday Night Football, Chiefs 27, Chargers 24. Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead, the home opener in Kansas City. Today we're going to be going over some takeaways. What happened in the Thursday Night Football game versus the Chargers?
65 toss power trap. That might pop wide open, Rats.
Well, folks, the Chiefs end up getting it done in a tight one in Arrowhead, 27-24, Chiefs versus the Chargers. A grueling game. Defense stepped up when it needed to be. Wide receivers stepping up. We got a whole lot to talk about in today's video. Before I do, make sure you guys are subscribed and you guys hit the notification bell to watch all of my latest videos, because we're going to be making a lot of videos this season for Kansas City Chiefs football and NFL football to talk about. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs offense. So Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs offense. Patrick Mahomes, 24 of 35, 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. A decent game for Mahomes. Not a classic Mahomes game where he throws for 4 touchdowns and 300-plus yards. But Patrick Mahomes, he does what winners do. He got it done when needed to be. Had some turnover-worthy plays. We're going to talk about that later. But he got it done, guys. He put it in there when it needed to be. Patrick Mahomes showed why he's still the best quarterback in the league. Marched down the field, threw an absolute beautiful pass to Christian Watson. And I think this year it's going to be a lot different for Mahomes. And going over our first takeaway is the wide receivers, spreading the ball around. If you're a fantasy owner and you have any Chiefs players on your team, it's not going to go well for you this season, because each game, it's going to be a different way for the Kansas City Chiefs how they get it done. There's going to be times where MVS is the guy. There's going to be times where Juju is the guy. And there's going to be times where Hardman is the guy. There's going to be different games where guys are going to get it done for the Chiefs. They're going to spread the ball around a lot. Juju Smith-Schuster, not a big game today for the Kansas City Chiefs, along with the other wide receivers. Juju Smith-Schuster only had 3 receptions for 10 yards. Not a lot of yards for Juju Smith-Schuster. The only player that really had the most yards out of the wide receivers was actually a rookie, Justin Watson, who I like a lot. Justin Watson, he was with the Bucs. He was with Tom Brady. Now he came over here to Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes likes him a lot. I like him a lot. He had 2 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown, that beautiful touchdown over the middle. So for this Chiefs offense, it's going to be in different ways. It's not like last year. If you look at the structure of the wide receivers last year, there's not a lot of depth. This year, there's a lot of depth. You don't just have Tyreek and a bunch of construction workers. You got guys that can actually get it done for you this year. Hardman can get it done. Even you're going to have Justin Watson to get it done for you. You're going to have MVS. So different times, you're going to have different guys get it done for you. So I liked how the wide receiver room is shaping now. You may look at it and say, oh, this guy may have not went off, or this guy may not have went off, or Juju didn't have a big game. It's going to be different guys at different times. So don't worry about the Kansas City Chiefs offensive wide receiver group if you're worried about that. The second takeaway we are going to go over right now is one of the biggest takeaways from yesterday. One of the biggest takeaways that I think is going to be important to this season is the run game. I was so proud of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. If you're a fantasy owner of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you should be very, very happy, because I'm going to tell you, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has finally arrived. It's been a couple of years. We've been waiting him to finally catch a groove, finally hit the right holes. The running back group, I think, is shaping out perfectly. I really like the running back group for the Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Jerick McKinnon, and Isaiah Pacheco. Of course, you have the Brat, I'm calling him, Michael Burton. So I really like this running back group. When you want to mix it in with a quicker back like Jerick McKinnon, you can put him in there. Even if you want a quicker back who's a little bit a stronger back, you have Isaiah Pacheco, and you have your kind of all-around receiving back. You have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who I really want the Chiefs to get involved in the screen game and really want them to get involved in the pass game. I just don't think they do enough of that. So that's one of the takeaways I want to talk about is getting the running backs involved in the passing game. When it's not there down the field, we saw that a lot last night. There was not a lot of shots downfield at all, and I will give credit for the Chargers for that. There was not a lot of shots where the Chiefs could just take a shot to McCole Hardman or take a shot to MVS. I want to see more of that, but right now it's a lot of underneath. You're going to see a lot of that, this new scheme with Patrick Mahomes in this offense. So the running backs, I want to see the running backs get involved more in the pass game with Patrick Mahomes and company. Moving on to takeaway number 3, and it's a player I want to highlight big time, or maybe just a position group I want to highlight big time, is the linebacking group.
In the first round, he's hurt, inactive tonight.
Even Leo Chanel was getting there. He almost got a sack early in the game. I think it was one of the first possessions of the game. Leo Chanel was getting there. Willie Gay did miss some tackles. He did over-pursue on some plays. But I would rather have that than guys not there. Willie Gay is getting there in place. I really like this linebacking group. I think he can be one of the best in the NFL.
That's going to be blown up in the backfield.
The Chargers running backs averaged 3.1 yards per carry. Not great for the Chargers running backs yesterday. I thought the Chiefs defense really stepped up. Chiefs defense last year, if this was his game last year, I think they would have got beat by a lot more. Chiefs stepped up. Chris Jones was being Chris Jones. They made plays when they need to be. Talking about Jalen Watson. Jalen Watson working at Wendy's 2 years ago, looking for a college team. Got on a college team, played well, found his way in the 7th round for the Kansas City Chiefs, had a pick 6 on Justin Herbert, takes it to the house. Growing pains, you're going to see growing pains from this rookie cornerback group. But they're also going to make plays at the same time. They're young. They're going to get there at the ball. They're going to be a lot quicker. When Trent McDuffie comes back, I don't think we will have Fenton starting on this roster. I think he will be benched. I did not like the way Fenton played. I've not seen a lot of Fenton. I didn't see a lot about Fenton last year. I don't think there's going to be a lot from Fenton this year. He gets too many penalties and doesn't make up for them enough. So I think Fenton is a guy that will probably be benched when Trent McDuffie comes back. Snead, I thought, had an okay game. Tough play against Mike Williams on that touchdown pass, but Chiefs defense overall
breaks it up.
Stepped up when needed to be.
The Texans
had a couple hits on Justin Herbert as he may have
to try to neutralize that crowd noise. Look out, nearly a safety, but he gets out of the end zone. And Chris Jones is there.
Will give a lot of
so they move him to the other side against Filer, and this is what you're used to seeing. Oh my gosh, the sudden.
Moving on to take number 4, and we're going to stay on the defensive side of the ball. The Chargers have a high-powered offense. Obviously, Mike Williams got his, as he usually does versus the Chiefs. He usually does. He has a great game. I don't know what it is. Mike Williams has a great game versus the Chiefs. Holding the Chargers to 24 points compared to holding the Chargers last year, it probably would have been a way more higher-scoring game if it was the defense from last year. Looking at what they held the running backs to, and I was a big concern for me coming into this season, are they going to be able to stop the run? Obviously, are they going to be able to get pressure on the QB? And they did. They got to Justin Herbert a lot. He had 8 QB hits, and they had 2 sacks. He was hurried multiple times as well. Austin Eckler, 14 carries, 39 yards at 2.8 yards per carry. That's not very good. That's their top running back, and they held Austin Eckler under check. Obviously, he was what he is in the receiving game, but they held their running backs under check. One player on the defensive side I want to see more from, and I had high hopes coming into the season, was Frank Clark. Frank Clark, I need to see something out of you this season. You're looking slow already. I know you got on board. I know you admitted to your faults from years prior. I want to see more out of Frank Clark. Can he finally get some juice? And can he have some games? Even Guns going up against this Indianapolis Colts team with a very good offensive line. If he can get home to Matt Ryan during this game, I will be very, very happy. And I like the way George Karlaftis has played. I had my doubts about George Karlaftis coming into the season. George Karlaftis is playing very well, and that'll bring us into our next take is the rookies. We talked a little bit about the rookies earlier, but the rookies. You're going to have some mistakes from the rookies. We saw mistakes from Brian Cook on special teams. Brian Cook making mistakes. But that's okay. You're going to have rookie growing pains. But what I like about these rookies is they're playing very fast. You see Steve Spagnuolo talk about it. You see Andy Reid. You see a lot of the head coaches talk about it is players are playing fast. That's what matters. Get to the ball, react, read, and react. It's always about reading and reacting in football. And I like the way the rookies are reading and reacting. So I like the way these rookies are coming along. And the great thing about the Kansas City Chiefs is the Kansas City Chiefs, as the season goes on, they always get better. There's a mini bye coming up.
Now it's really sitting in, like, hey, this is the next level.
For the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's time to get to be able to come with a culture like this, a city like
Chiefs
this.
Going to get better.
Got a bunch of.
You are going to see growing pains, but the rookies. I'm proud of the rookies so far. I like George Karlaftis. I like some of these guys. I want Sky Moore to get involved in the offense a little bit more. He's a rookie I want to see. He's done very well on kick returns, but he's a rookie I want to see. Isaiah Pacheco's one I want to see a little bit more. So I'm loving the rookies right now for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, guys, it's going to be the part of the show where I give out game balls to the three phases of the team: defense, offense, and special teams. And I'm also going to give another game ball out to a rookie of the game. So the first game ball I'm going to give out to will be Justin Watson, wide receiver Justin Watson. He had 2 receptions for 50 yards and a touchdown. Thought he played really well, and I want to see him more in this Chiefs offense. And the second game ball I'm going to give it out to is Chris Jones. Yes, I could give it out to Watson on the defensive side of the ball for that pick six that saved the game. But I'm going to give it to Chris Jones. He had 2 sacks and was all over Justin Herbert. So I'm giving it to Chris Jones. Chris Jones gets the second game ball of the game. The third and final game ball for the rookie will go to Jalen Watson. Jalen Watson, 7th round rookie, had the game-saving interception on the 1-yard line. Pick six, took it the other way. Jalen Watson gets the rookie game ball. Well, guys, that'll do it for today's video. We talked about the defense. We talked about the offense. We even talked about our rookies making plays and getting it done. We will be back next Monday previewing the Indianapolis Colts versus the Kansas City Chiefs, Indianapolis. See you next time, guys.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe and the notification bell to see our videos each week. This episode's also brought to you by Jaden's Jerseys. Gear up, America.